pool cleaning, that's another one. Like I said, I'd love to get a pool just so I could clean it. It looks really satisfying. Um, Pretty much, if there's a simulation and a decent simulation, like I'm not talking like, you know, fabricated simulation. Like this is somewhat fabricated, but it's also kind of true as well. If there's a simulation game, a good simulation game, odds are I'm either playing it or I've played it already. Um, like there's one that was out a little while ago, firefighting simulation. That was really cool. It was actually, you know, really detailed in a lot of ways. A little bit buggy, a little bit glitchy, but it was still good. Multiplayer as well. Got to drive the fire trucks and stuff. Didn't let you slide down the pole though. Didn't let you go full Ghostbusters on it. But it was still fun. I enjoyed that one. I'll still play that one from time to time on the Xbox. Farming Simulator. Love me some Farming Simulator. Love me some Farming Simulator. Flight Simulator, obviously. Love flying planes. That is on the bucket list as well, but that's probably... I am probably closer to this one than I am getting a ride along more. Really, really want to get flying lessons. Really want to start learning how to properly fly actual planes. And even if it doesn't lead to anything, even if it is just a few lessons, like just to have that experience of being in control of a plane, love to have flying lessons. That is probably the number one thing on the bucket list. But for now, Flight Simulator will do, and that does. I mean, obviously that game is massive in terms of size and detail. That game does a really good job of keeping it kind of true to life, as true to life as it can. So I really enjoy that one as well. I've put like 300 hours into Flight Simulator, I think. Just a lot of hours. So yeah, if you see a new simulator game getting released, odds are you'll probably see me playing it. And it's because of this, you know, I can sit down, I can relax, I can chat, I can explain what's happening. If I don't know what's happening, I can complain that I don't know what's happening. You know, it's easy, so easy. And when it comes to streaming it as well, like it makes streaming these games so easy as well because, you know, I can talk to chat. I can have those conversations. It's not like, oh, I can have a quick conversation now and then something's going to happen, so I have to turn away, and you know, then you lose track of what you're talking about. I can just keep on going with this. Keep oning. See, this stuff's coming up real easy. Like real stupid easy. And look how clean that is! Love it! I wonder. Nah, see, I'd love to use the wider barrel, but you can see it leaves behind. It doesn't pick it up right off the bat, so I'm just gonna... I don't think I'm gonna keep it this one. I'm gonna go back to my orange one though. This one, I feel I can control this a bit better here. So you go up with one pass, come down with the second, cleans it all up, apart from that bit because I was stuck against the wall. So let's get rid of this part here. It'd be good if they introduced like science into this a little bit. Like, you know, normally what you'd want to do is show me your tits. One thing that you'd normally want to do is like power wash from the top down so that the water runs down, but it doesn't have that kind of physics in the game. Again, that'd be another cool thing to add. Alas, not. And good evening to you, Sir Floof. I hope you have recovered from last night's double wheel stint. That was a long evening for you, sir. And no, my tits will be remaining in my bullet
You
club.
caught me.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
You caught the tater.
Ah, that scared the crap out of me. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you for the subscription, Monsieur Fluffin. I really do appreciate the support. competitive power washing. There, I mean, I guess Power Wash Simulator was on Games Done Quick this year, so I guess technically it can now be competitive power washing. 11 hours with a pizza break in the middle. Yeah, I feel your pain. I mean, that's like I said, I'm going to be doing that on Sunday, a double session on Sunday. Perhaps it might be judicious to say a few pertinent points while you work. All right, I am here for it. What are your pertinent points, housekeeper? Miss Croft is quite an extraordinary woman. You are correct. She has done more for teenage boys than their mothers. She demands exacting standards both from herself and others. If you excel, you'll meet her generous side. I've already met her square, generous side. If not, well, Miss Croft has an extensive and colourful vocabulary. I don't. I'm dumb, so I won't know if she's insulting me or not. So that's the butler. Honestly, consider clawing your time back by doing half the Dark Cloud run and then play the game in your own time. Way better experience. Yeah, probably. I want to give it a fair shot though. Like, I don't want to just go into it going, oh, I'm just gonna play half of this. Like, I'm gonna give it a fair crack of the whip. But if it does get to the point where it is just boring and like it's just not enjoyable anymore, then yeah, I might just call it wherever I am and then crack on with the next game. But I want to give it a fair shot. I do want to. Did I do the sides? I did. I do want to give it a fair go and not just call it halfway through. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. Tomb Raider was the first game I played. Tomb Raider very, very, very briefly. I played Tomb Raider 2 a lot. And Tomb Raider 2 was the first game that I really remember there being like myths about the game. Like, oh, if you run into this block, you go into an underworld, and if you dive like this, you'll see her naked, and you can lock the guy in the fridge, which that one obviously turned out to be true, and I think every single player that played Tomb Raider 2 locked the butler in the fridge. But it was the first game I remember those kind of myths and legends about any kind of game like that. And of course, I tried all of them because you had to. And I remember, I don't know if it was in Tomb Raider 1, I know it was in Tomb Raider 2, but I remember there were like button commands to do different things, like blow herself up, and oh, there were other ones as well that I forget. But like you could blow yourself up by up, down, back, front flip, back flip, sidestep, back flip, and then you'd like blow up or something. I remember all those commands. I don't remember the commands, but I remember having those commands as well during that game. So yeah, it's kind of like my earliest memory of like myths in a game. If you do this, you do that, then this will happen. Like, really? Oh my god, I'll try it out. Yeah, so and so's brother showed me. Never happened. Or you're obviously doing it wrong. I saw it happen. Like, okay.
And then they squared off with me in the parking lot, and I backed down from the fight.
Ollie! Ollie, Ollie! With the raid. Thank you so much.
They were going to use.
The sweetest siren. How the devil are you doing, my dear? Good to see you again. How are you? Ollie, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Ollie. Really, really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I saw you were online earlier today. I was working. Apologies I couldn't catch that. But welcome. Welcome all the raiders. My name is Tater. I am I'd say I'm probably a variety streamer, focusing more on the horror games, a little bit of simulation games, and the Wheel of Struggle as well. Um, and welcome to my channel. Just now, we're having a relaxing stream with PowerWash Simulator, the Lara Croft DLC. I know when the sweetest siren found us, we were phasmophobiaing all the time, and now it's power wash. How times have changed. but Eternal Darkness, yes, that's what you were playing. Siren, I am doing great. Thank you so much. I really am. Um, things are going good. Fliffin, if you are still in the chat, would you be so kind to give Ollie and Sweetest Siren a shout out if you'd be so kind? Ollie and the Sweetest Siren are a massive part as to why I am, one, streaming, and two, an affiliate on Twitch. They found us. They supported us. Their community jumped in, or Sweet Sirens community jumped in, which was obviously where Ollie was from as well, and just really helped grow the channel and meet a great new bunch of people. So. Sweetest Siren, if I am not mistaken, right now you're on a bit of a Warzone kick, if I've seen correctly. Getting some of that Warzone and DMZ in there, so definitely check her out if you're into Warzone. And both of them I know are regular, or somewhat regular now, horror game players. Phasmophobia being one. I'm pretty sure they are both excited and looking forward to the new Phasmophobia update that will be coming out soon, hopefully. But yeah, make sure you go check out their channels. Great content creators, great streamers, lovely people, really nice community. Yeah, go check them out. Thank you so much for the shout outs there, Sarah Fluffen. I really appreciate it. But yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome. We were just talking there just as you came in about Tomb Raider. How Tomb Raider was the first game that I really remember having like myths, urban legends about, what you could do with Lara Croft, and if you did certain things you would reach certain areas and all of that kind of stuff. None of which actually ever came true, apart from maybe one or two of them. Ollie is the better Eternal Darkness streamer than Siren. I mean, I have never seen either one of you play it yet, unfortunately. So, Ollie, I will have to take your word for it. But one thing that I know about Siren is if you are the better Eternal Darkness streamer just now, she won't let that last for very long. If I know Siren, she's coming for you. Oh well, I mean it's easy to be better than someone, Ollie, if the other person doesn't play it. So I mean, technically, I guess you're right then if that's the case. Ollie is also our resident doesn't know jack shit about films guy. So he thinks he knows about films, and then once you start talking to him for 5 minutes, you realize he knows absolutely nothing about films. Doesn't remember what films are. Thinks he knows a quote not from the right film. Like he knows nothing about movies. So yeah, test Ollie's knowledge on movies if you ever get a chance. It's always worthwhile. Croft Manor is a bit of a shithole. Well, I mean, so I don't know if there's lore in this. I haven't played Tomb Raider since Tomb Raider 2, and that was the last game I remember the manor being in. Well, I say remember, it's the last game I saw, so maybe this game is picking up on my gaming history, realizes I haven't seen this place for, what, 18, 19 years or something, and it's like, hey, you've kind of let this place go a little bit. Clean it, you bitch. But yes, it has seen better days, but Fluffin, that's why we're here. That is why we're gonna turn this back to peak Croft Manor. Just you wait, it's gonna happen. You just want to make people feel good. That's why you're not showing your va. I mean, that is the key to happiness. Ollie, that really is. If people, it's all about movie knowledge. If people base their entire existence around movie quotes and what movies they've seen and what movies they know, and then they meet you and they're like, "Shit, this guy knows way more than me." That's their life over. So I get it. I get why you're being humble, and if I know anything about you, Ollie, it's that you are humble. You never troll people. You all you're looking for is the best in people and their happiness. So I fully believe in everything that you're saying there, Ollie. Fully believe it. Yeah, yeah, it's exactly that. You don't want to make anyone feel bad. That's exactly it. You sacrifice how you look so that others feel better about themselves. That's why, you know, that's why everyone loves you, Ollie. People feel good around you. I've heard Siren come off of stream many a time when she's left her mic on. She doesn't realize it. She's like, it's just not the same streaming when I know Ollie's not there. Ollie makes me better. He makes me feel better, and it's just a more enjoyable time. I've heard it. We've all heard it. So I fully believe you, my friend. I fully, fully believe you. Eh. Clean the fishy mouth. That sounded bad. I wonder if this is Tomb Raider trying to get back in the mainstream. Now you feel better about going to bed. So you should. Knowing that you're making a difference. I don't ever remember there being a giant bloody fish in the middle of this mansion. Then again, I barely remember what I did last week, and last time I saw this mansion was like 15 years ago or something, so I could be wrong. I do remember the maze. The maze was a bitch. Nothing says mainstream like PowerWash Simulator. Say what you want, Fliffin. I know you enjoy watching this game, so the fact that Tomb Raider is in PowerWash Simulator is coming back. It's coming back. I think this game was up for like so many awards for like Game of the Year or Long Shot Game of the Year or stuff like that. Like it's stupidly addictive. It really is. Are there baby wipes in this game? um, no, Ollie. No. I mean, no, Ollie's friend. No, there are not. You would hope that you could really get that level of detail. Really get in there with the baby wipes, make that last little shiny bit, but unfortunately not. Just left with the gun. I'm telling you, 15 quid. I maintain what I said about this game when it first came out. Bang for buck, this is the best game I've played in a long, long time. Bang for buck. For 15, what am I at? Hang on a second, let me see here. For 15 bucks, I've had it right now. I've had 127 hours out of this game for 15 bucks. Not many games you can say that about. So I think 15 bucks is an absolute steal for this game, if I'm being honest. And I know it sounds dumb. You're cleaning something, like how much value you're really getting out of it, but do. I really believe it's true. I think this is fantastic value for money. Excuse me while I clean this fish's behind. I do hope they add some more equipment to this game. Maybe not so much baby wipes. That might be, you know, might be too much. Or not enough, I don't know. But more equipment would definitely be nice. Also, let me pick my own equipment that I have earned. Stop telling me what equipment I need to use for jobs. That I don't like. It's my big boy power washer. We'd have done this fish already. Is that his dirt? I'm just not close enough. Are there highway toilets in this game? No. So there isn't a highway toilet, but there is a public restroom, and yeah, it's pretty nasty. The game thankfully doesn't. The game doesn't graphically show you the mess. Like you can see here, like this is all just dirt and grime and stuff, and it never really looks any worse than this. But yeah, you can use your imagination on the public restrooms on how they look. They're not great. There's tons of levels. That's what I mean. Like, so many levels for 15 bucks. Unbelievable. Great value for money. I won't hear anything bad about it. How the hell? Oh yeah, I need to get my ladder. And this is when you start getting into the nooks and crannies of things. Like, you think you've cleaned everything, and then you see like a little bit like that, or like there's a little bit now in between the fins that you need to try and get. Clean, 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 clean. Get these wings. Get the sides here. See, like this is going to be another one. This fountain statue is one big item. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll break up the item into smaller items. Like this would be a wing, or a wing. This would be a fin, and then the body, and then the tail. Like they would all be separate items, but this is one big item. So now my what's what I'm looking for? The amount that I can miss is probably bigger because it's one big item. Versus if it was individual items, I'd probably be having a harder time because I'd need to get in all the nooks and crannies and stuff. Action 52 for 200, what a steal. Well, yeah, but House Flipper can afford that. That was another game I loved playing. But Flipper can afford that can afford that price range for its replayability. You can buy the houses and make them into anything you want. You can completely demolish them and make them into anything you want. You can play that game over and over again with different results. This game, yeah, you can't do that. But you've got so many levels that take so long to do that it makes up for that aspect. Alright, we're attaching. We're going crazy. We've attached a nozzle. So I get what you're saying. I completely get what you're saying. But House Flipper can afford to have that price tag. Action 52, that's, someone's just ripping you off. But House Flipper, you can afford to have that price tag because you've got so much replayability. Whereas this, you can't. I mean, you don't really want to go back and redo the jobs again. Some people do. I've done it a couple of times, but the amount of time that each level takes you makes up for it. So I don't know. Each to their own at the end of the day, right? If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it is for you, it is for you. But the I think it's a fantastic purchase, personally. I'm going to nominate it for the wheel next season just to see who can stay awake playing it. You just did the bare minimum every contract. Well, yeah, there's that way of playing it too, I guess. I was very surprised when I saw you play that game. I would have lost a lot of money if that was ever a question or a bet, you know. How often does Fliffin play House Simulator? Huh? Never. And that, my friends, is the first thing that we've cleaned. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. It's beautiful. Now, you can say that that's boring. You can say that whatever. I don't care what you say. That is satisfying. Now I'm pretty sure I got everything right. I got that. I got that. I got up there. Fountain pedestal. Yep, cool. So you see, we've done all of that. That took us almost an hour, and we just got that bit done. And now we still have the rest of the house. So my plan for the house is, first of all, get rid of this. My plan for the house is to start down here, and I'm going to take it up to there. And then I'm going to go along all the bottom here, all the way along, all the way along, all the way along, all the way around. And then when I get to the end, I'm then going to do the top part and come all the way back along here. That's the plan. That is the plan.